You're listening to the Dave and Beck Show.
Beck and Dave.
You're making this difficult. I'm Dave.
And I'm Beck. David. Hi. You straight out the gate.
Yeah, hi.
I like that you greeted me. That was nice. Hi, David.
Good morning, evening.
Both? You can't have both.
I'm talking to the fans.
Oh, let me allow you have
Good
a
morning,
second.
evening to wherever you are as you listen to us. Some of you may listen to us when you're going to sleep.
Okay.
Some of you may listen to us in the shower.
Hearing your voice while I'm in the shower just sounds like a nightmare.
Not everyone.
To all you shower listeners out there, we appreciate you.
And let me know what kind of shampoo you use in the comments.
I do have something that I wanted to say.
Oh.
This is a public apology.
Oh. A public apology.
Yeah. It's only to one particular person, though.
Could it be me?
Yes. It is very important to me that this is documented and you truly know and accept how sorry I am. Today, David and I were out at a park having a fun day with friends, and I threw a water balloon at him, and I don't have good aim, and I hit him in the back of the head, and he was not expecting it, and he was very hurt. He looked like he was on the verge of tears, and I felt bad all day because David gets headaches, and I thought if I gave him a headache, that would be bad. And I apologized a lot of times, and he wouldn't say, I forgive you. So this is me one more time saying, David, I'm so sorry I nailed you in the back of the head with a water balloon. Will you please forgive me?
No. Let me just add a little more to this.
Wait.
It wasn't just a water balloon.
It was a water balloon.
Okay. There was a rock in the water balloon. The water balloon did not explode. Okay. The water balloon hit my head, bounced off, and hit someone else and exploded on them. And
First
this
of
is
all,
true. The rock
part, not true. It's because they're reusable water balloons. So they're different than a regular water balloon.
She chucked it at my head.
I did not. I literally was aiming for your back, which is the saddest part.
I wasn't even like aware it was about to happen. It was just bam in the back of the head. There was no, oh, we're playing with water balloons. It was just bam. And it hit me in the back of the head, and I turned and I gave her a look.
If looks could kill, I would be dead right now. I truly believe that.
I was playing.
And then he wouldn't even look at me. And I kept saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And he was just like,
I was playing a
bird?
very athletic game called cornhole. It takes a lot of concentration and athleticism. And when it hit me in the back of the head, I had a bag in my hand of sand or whatever that stuff is.
Corn.
It's cornhole. I thought it was just called that. And I wanted to throw it at her. But I thought, no, that's not the right response. The right response is wait for her to go to sleep and murder her.
David, please, let's clear the air.
I
Co-host to co-host.
Yeah.
Tell me I am forgiven.
You are forgiven.
Oh, thank God.
Honestly, I was over it after maybe about a minute and a half.
You did not seem over it in a minute and a half. You were slowly
over
torturing me.
No, I was over it in about a minute and a half. But I was a little upset because I felt hurt, like betrayed. Like it wasn't just like the pain was gone. I got my vision back. I was able to continue my game.
Yeah.
But I was hurt.
Did you win the game?
Because it was you that did it. It wasn't like random person on the street like it normally is. It was you.
I'm sorry. It will never happen again.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for.
I do accept your apology.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Well, now that the air is clear,
and when my lawyer calls you, he just has some questions.
Why do you have a boy lawyer and not a girl lawyer?
Because I want to win.
Wow.
No,
Okay,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you're going to lose your 2 followers. Well, I've got a new segment that I thought I would throw out here, and I think I'm going to name it Celeb Tea with B. And this really is almost like a community service also to you, because you know nothing about pop culture.
I'm not very good on it.
You would agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this afternoon I had a little bit of time to myself, and I thought, oh, what am I going to do? Oh, I will catch up on the Kardashians.
Yay.
So I started with that.
Oh, good. I mean,
naturally, I had 2 episodes to watch, which was very exciting. I was like, oh, I thought I only had 1. So it was kind of like a Christmas morning, really.
right.
So today's episode, well, whenever it aired, that episode started, and Kim Kardashian needed to update her license, as one does, a driver's license.
Oh, I think I heard a little bit about this.
Oh, have you?
That she had like a whole team follow her.
Yes. Oh, you actually do know about this.
Well,
so she got to go
like
after
news,
hours.
or sort of.
This poor woman at the DMV, they made her stay after hours for Kim. She brought in a stylist, hairstylist, makeup artist, and extra like ring lights. And then she made them take the picture over and over again. Which is frustrating to me because I have the world's worst license picture. And I didn't get to take another go.
They don't let you.
No.
You get one shot.
You get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
Right.
Yeah.
This is giving people too much. You know what I mean? Like, we are supposed to be equals.
Right.
Why does Kim get, how many shots did it take?
I don't know how many. It didn't say the exact number. Yeah. And then the stylists, they were like, can you take another one and just like put the pictures side by side so we can, pick the best one?
Do you think it was even
and
real?
The DMV lady was like, we don't have that technology.
Do you think it was like even real? Like, that's a government agency. Why would they do this for her?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
Did
Do
she
you
like
think
pay
it's staged,
extra money?
or it's staged?
But what DMV would stage that?
No. No, she already had her license.
Oh.
Like, this was her doing the part where she's making it like a big deal.
They showed the actual building and stuff. What, did they rent the
So
building
what?
after hours?
No, they just show the building. I hate to break it to you, but people can make buildings happen. Like,
Oh, what?
you put like some signs up, boom, DMV. I mean, so what? It's not like you've been there. That looks trustworthy. I don't know. I have a hard time believing it. Maybe it is true. Maybe they actually went out of their way for her, but that just doesn't seem right.
I mean, follow-up question though: if you had that kind of money, would that be interesting? Like, would you be interested in doing that?
No, I wouldn't, because I don't.
Because you're a man of the people.
I just don't give a shit about what my picture
Okay,
looks
but what
like
if
on
you
my
were like mid-sneeze, like, and they took the picture and they were like, "Sir, we're not going to."
Well, they won't do that. They would have to redo it because they need your eyes open and stuff, don't they?
Okay, but what if you sneeze with your eyes open?
Like, with that?
Yeah.
Then I guess I'm.
And
just
they
gonna,
were like, "No, we're not going to retake it."
My next question would be, when do I redo?
What if they say renew online and you could just keep your picture?
Yeah, I'm coming back in 4 years. Yeah.
Oh, so you wouldn't do that?
No, and also they don't just say taking your picture, 1, 2, 3, snap. They say, "Are you ready?" And then they do it, right? So they give you that chance. You know a sneeze was coming. Okay.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. Like, that's just messed up. Maybe they do that because they have a special service, but.
Yeah. The other biggest drama on this season is, okay, so there's another sister. Her name is Kourtney Kardashian. She married Travis Barker.
One more thing.
Yeah,
don't you think
please.
that's just so vain? Like, or not, I don't know if vain's the right word, but just like so self-absorbed. Like, God bless. Like, how do you live your life like that?
It's
where
true.
you think your driver's license picture is going to define anything about you.
Right. Especially because mine is like never shown to anyone unless I'm buying adult beverages.
Oh, yeah, sure, you get carded.
I do.
Yeah.
I know you haven't been carded since 1957.
Yeah. Sure, you get carded. I believe that. You know you don't use your damn license. Last time you used your license was when a cop pulled you over or something like that. There's no way you had to pull your license out for alcohol.
No, I never get pulled over. I should knock on some wood.
Yeah.
I've only been pulled over, I think we talked about that 4 times, but I've never got a ticket.
Oh.
And it's been a long time.
Well, anyway, so I just don't get that. I don't know why they have to make a big deal about everything. Everything is so much drama with that family.
I will say though, the picture they got It was a stunning picture, truly. And I was like, oh, that was nice.
They showed the picture?
Yeah.
Did they like blur out her address and...
Well, they just showed it on the computer. They didn't like show us the physical license.
I don't know. I have a hard time believing that that's actually what happened.
You think that's all a conspiracy?
No, I just wonder, like, why would the government agency go out of its way for a celebrity?
I mean, but she is Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, who gives a shit? What? She was like nobody if it wasn't for her family and Paris Hilton.
That's true. That's surprising that you know her history.
I mean,
Are you?
I mean,
breaking news. Dave is actually a huge Keeping Up with the Kardashian fan.
I mean, I used to be in the
How
fan
many
club.
husbands
Okay.
has she had?
How many husbands has
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian had?
Yeah.
2.
I think 3.
Oh. I knew it was Kanye West. I figured she got married
Yeah,
once before.
Chris Humphries, and then one other guy for a short second. I think it was like 72 hours or something.
Why is that, for the show too?
No, I don't know.
Do they go to a government agency that was open after hours to get annulled?
I don't really understand when it's like the time frame for an annulment versus a divorce. I mean, we don't need to get into that, but it truly doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, I don't.
It's
yeah,
it's
I don't
almost
know
like
how
a
long you have.
backseas on marriage.
What do you have, like a week? I don't know how long you have.
I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
just bizarre. Anyway, so the other biggest drama of this season is Kourtney Kardashian. She's the oldest sibling, and she was married to Travis Barker, the Blink-182 guy. And their wedding last year was, they had Dolce & Gabbana do the whole thing. So they pulled pieces from like the 90s and did this collection thing, which is funny because the way that they talk about it on the show, it's almost like the Kardashians are like, I picked these, I curated these, when really they're from Dolce & Gabbana's collection.
Yeah,
So they had nothing to do with it.
Right.
They just looked at the vault and they were like, I kind of want to use
Yeah.
these ones, Anyway, so that was her wedding. That was like last year. Well, then it was maybe 3 or 6 months later, Kim was asked by Dolce & Gabbana to do a fashion show with them. And she said yes. Well, she used some pieces from the 90s collection, and now Kourtney is beside herself saying that Kim copied her wedding.
Interesting.
Yeah. You got any takes on that?
I totally understand why you watch the show.
You got to pick a side, pick a sister. Who's right? Kim, who is like, I can't pass up this opportunity and it's a lot of money? Or is it Kourtney, who's like, my sister should respect my feelings. This is too close to my wedding.
Kim.
You're on Kim's side.
I don't know.
Actually, I'm on Kim's side too. I'm not going to
Are
lie
you?
to you. Yeah.
Yeah, Kourtney. Stupid. Just because it's your wedding.
Well,
I mean, how many weddings are you going to have anyway, Kourtney? 7?
This is actually her first.
Oh, I thought she married to like an NBA guy.
No, that was Khloe.
How many freaking Kardashians are there? They're like cockroaches. They just keep popping up.
No. Please try to name all the Kardashians.
Khloe, Kim, and Kourtney.
Okay, there's more. All K names, except for the boy. There's 6.
Do you count the Jenners?
Yeah,
Why?
because they're Kardashian.
Well, there's Kylie,
Yeah.
Kendall.
Oh my God, you are a fan.
What's the last one?
It's the boy.
Oh, Bob.
Kind of Robert Kardashian.
Oh, really? I was just guessing. I didn't know it was Bob.
You are not just guessing. I feel like you are a huge fan of the show.
I've never seen it.
You named all of them.
Yeah, but that's because they're always on the freaking news and crap. Well, not the news.
So
The
you're-
articles that are.
So you're clicking the articles.
No, I read the. I never click. Okay, I read the titles. And it'll be like, you wouldn't believe what Kourtney did at the blah blah blah, or guess what Kim's wearing, or whatever.
Yeah.
The ones that are.
And
like,
you never think
the
like,
clickbait.
I would like to guess what she's wearing.
No. No, exactly. I don't ever guess. I wouldn't have known Khloe though, but you said Khloe a second ago.
Yeah.
And then obviously Kylie is probably just as known as Kim.
It's Kim, yeah.
And Kendall's the model.
Right. The fact that you just know details about, I mean, I'll let it be, but I feel like
Actually,
Dave
I need to get going. I've got dinner with him in about a week, or a few hours.
You need that long to prep.
I have to leave now.
So that is what's happening in the Kardashian world. The other thing is right now, concerts, there's this big unfortunate trend that's happening where concert goers are throwing things on stage at the performers. Have you seen this?
I've seen that.
Yeah, a lot of them are like,
I watched a Kevin Hart stand up last
did you?
night. It It was pretty good. I like Kevin Hart.
I do too.
It
So
was,
you watched something
I
funny?
think it was on Peacock.
You didn't send it my way.
Well,
as a little
we
wreck.
don't do stand-up comics.
I know, but just for my everyday life to enjoy.
It's on Peacock. I just told you. Check it out. But
You didn't
he
say what
brought
it
a
was
baseball
called.
bat up
Oh.
on stage
Oh.
and made comments about like, don't anyone come up on stage. I'll hit you with the bat.
Did he?
And Holly was watching it with me, and I said, I think that's because those performers were getting attacked. And she said, well, when was this released? I said, it says 2023. And she goes, do you think that was like that recent? And I was like, I don't know. But I'm thinking it had to be. Like, why else would he make that joke about the baseball bat?
Yeah.
But either way, it was a good stand-up.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I like Kevin Hart.
I do too. I'll have to check it out.
He's an Eagles fan.
Oh, that's
like,
why.
Like me.
You're just Eagle bros.
We're-
We're bird bros.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what you guys are.
Yeah. I mean,
You're BBs.
I've tweeted him a few times.
Oh, have you? Dear Kevin, how's it going? Please check out my podcast. Listen while you're in the shower.
Yeah, he didn't respond.
He didn't respond. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm sure one of these days it will come. Anyway, so you have seen that. I'm just wondering, though, as a performer, if you would be up on stage, would you actually be mad if someone threw, like, bras up at you, though?
Bras?
Yeah. Look how excited you got for a second. Bras?
Let me ask you this. What age group attends my concert? Because that matters. Okay? Am I in the 18 to 27 category? Or am I in the 16 to 80 category?
You have a mixture.
I'd be excited if it's a mixture.
Oh, would you?
I mean, I'd be like, whose is this?
Because people have heavily brought that back again, especially with Morgan Wallen,
Who's Morgan Wallen?
the country singer that everyone's obsessed with, and he sells out all of his arenas in seconds so no one can get tickets.
Oh, I never heard of him.
Well,
He must be really popular.
he's no Kardashian. Anyway, yeah, so those are the things that I guess people, performers aren't as mad about. But the new trend is
Why would they be mad?
friendship bracelets.
Clothing, thank you. It's like.
I mean, would you keep
But
it?
if you threw a cell phone at my face, didn't
Well,
someone have like
sure.
a cell phone thrown at him or something?
Yeah. And she got a black eye, and then someone else had a friendship bracelet, and it smacked her right in the eye. And then another guy just came up and accidentally swung or
I think
something.
he accidentally did
Yeah,
that. I think he
and-
was trying to be like, hey, and he hit her.
Yeah,
But she played it off really well.
she did, but then she had.
I don't know
big
who.
bruise
I
too.
can't remember who it was.
I think that was BB Rexa.
Oh, and she. Oh, I thought BB Rexa was the one
Maybe
that
that
got
was
hit
Dua
by this phone.
Lipa.
Wow, these names. I feel like it's like you have to learn a language to understand.
Maybe it was Yo Gabba Gabba.
You're right, yeah.
The Teletubbies.
But yeah, I don't get it. Like, why you pay money to go to the concert.
Yeah.
You're there. You're thinking like, I'm gonna enjoy myself. Maybe you actually went there with the thought that you're actually gonna try to hurt someone. But
I
why
don't
would
think
you do
most of the
that?
time that it is. I don't know why. What comes over you to then be like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw this up on stage.
Yeah, why would you throw
because-
your cell phone?
They don't know. Like, even if it's a friendship bracelet and you throw it up there, they don't know that that's from you. So what would be the point?
What do you mean they don't know that's from you? I think that's the one thing they do know.
No, but like if you're in a crowd
Oh,
and you're
there's just so
you
many
throw
people.
like how would they actually know who's throwing it? So it's kind of like, well, what's the point?
Right. Yeah.
It's kind of one of my very first concerts I attended was a Jonas Brother concert, and I remember we got bottles of water and they wouldn't let us keep the
Is
caps.
this pre or post purity ring?
What? Oh, for them. Oh, what do you mean pre?
Pre or post purity ring?
Oh,
Like, do they already announce that they're wearing the purity ring?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I was
would that
curious if the
matter?
bras were being thrown up there or not.
Oh, no bras. They were touring with a couple other Disney Channel stars at the time.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that I was only like 17 or 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was young. I was
How
also
old were
wearing
the
one.
Jonas Brothers?
They're like the same age as me.
Oh, they were like 18 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize they were so young.
It was funny because my two of my other sisters, Leah and Sarah, and then myself, we were almost the exact same ages as the three brothers, and we became obsessed with them.
Right. You're like, we could all marry them. You probably
Were
said
you
that.
there?
You probably said that.
I for sure thought I was going to marry Joe Jonas.
You're like, if I can get their attention,
yeah,
they will see me, and then they will give me
the only thing is
backstage passes.
all of a sudden I realized that he's only like 5'7", so he's a short king.
Yeah, he's really.
And I was
short.
like, I can't.
Yeah.
know. It's the only reason Joe and I are not together.
Right.
That's literally the only reason.
That was a good decision on your part.
Yeah, sorry, Joe, you missed out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but they took the bottle caps away, and I was like, "Can I have the cap to my water?" And they're like, "No. People throw them on stage."
Oh.
And that was the first.
Is that
thing
how
I
they
heard
boo?
about
They're like, boo.
Wouldn't that be humbling if you're like up there and you're playing, and then all of a sudden everyone just throws their caps at you?
Yeah.
I think I would get pissed and I would just leave. I'd be like, "You don't get the rest of the show."
Yeah, I would be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, "Where's the bras?" You know?
I was promised bras and underwear.
Yeah, right. Bottle caps?
What I want to know too, though, is like, do the girls bring extra bras, or just the one that you have on? Because if I just had the one and I felt the urge, which I've never just felt the urge to throw my bra at somebody, I think I would be uncomfortable the whole rest of the concert if the girls were just out. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know what you mean because I don't wear a bra. But I guess.
I just don't understand. Like, is it premeditated? I've always wanted to ask
I'm
somebody
sure they're
that.
taking off the bras they were wearing.
Yeah. Because I feel like if I
They're
was gonna
sending
do
a
that-
message,
Right, which is
this might fit you better.
which is just in case you're strapped for cash. And
I
you
see those boobies jiggling. Put this on. I can't even pay attention to your singing. All I see is your boobs jiggling.
You need this support more than me.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so
So wait, so the celeb T with B, is that what is there questions or is this just
no, this is just me telling you.
Oh,
What
you're
it
just
is.
giving us updates.
Yeah, I'm just giving you
Good old
pop
Kardashians.
culture update. So that was my biggest one. Oh no, wait! What we're really excited about is a new Barbie movie that's coming out. Have you heard about this?
I've seen that.
We have Deb and Lee and I have already bought tickets for 2 days before it premieres. We're gonna see it at the theater early for an early showing.
The Barbie movie.
Yeah.
What? That's the one to pick.
Oh my God! First of all, it's Ryan Gosling is in it, and he
Yeah,
hasn't
but
been.
he looks old.
He hasn't been in anything in.
He looks old.
He looks.
And he
good.
looks really bad with blonde hair.
Stop.
He does.
He does not. Does he look better with a little bit darker hair? Yeah, I would say that. However, that man.
Oh
is-
gosh. He
Oh,
looks
my God.
gross.
Where is your scale? On a scale of 1 to 10, what's Ryan Gosling?
Are we talking Barbie Robin what's his name again? Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
Barbie version? He's like
Sure.
a 3.
Oh my God. Okay, everyday life version.
Maybe a 5.
Oh my God, what is with you and Deb? She has this like personal vendetta against him. She thinks he's unattractive.
I don't think he
Maybe you should have a podcast with Deb called
Deb,
Ryan
if you're
Gosling is
there.
Not All That.
Hey, Deb, just saying. I've got charisma.
I am really excited about this movie though. And so are you planning on seeing it?
What movie?
The Barbie movie.
Oh. When it comes out
Who am
streaming.
I talking to?
When it comes out streaming for free.
You're not excited? Some theaters are selling merch for it, like a beach ball, a tote bag. Cold Stone has come out with a new Barbie flavor, and it's pink.
So this makes you want to go see the movie more?
Yes.
No, I don't want to see Barbie movie. If it's free on streaming,
It's supposed to be
and
really
I'm trying
funny.
to kill an hour and a half, everything's supposed to be funny. The movie we were supposed to watch was supposed to be funny. Okay,
That's true.
they put comedy in front of things, and it's like false advertising nowadays.
That's true. This afternoon, you know how my afternoon was free, so I caught up on pop culture. I was originally going to go get another piercing in my ear, a third.
Oh, you have 2 holes over there?
Yeah,
What about the other ear?
still.
2?
Technically, I had the 3. Well, actually, I have a cartilage piercing up there too, so I have multiple. But the one closed up because I got it done at Walmart, and I need to go to an actual, I feel like, real piercing place. But my appointment was canceled. But then I was shopping, and I saw that Five Below. Have you ever been to that store?
Yeah, that's like
They-
kind of like a Dollar General.
Yeah, they are now offering ear piercings.
Oh, how much?
$5.
Really?
Yes.
So they're staying true to their name.
Yes.
Are you going?
No, No, David.
Why does it matter if Five Below puts a hole in your ear, or if Walmart puts a hole in your ear, or if you go to Claire's?
Because they don't. It's the gun. It's unsanitary.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. There are studies about this.
There's studies.
I know.
I know, there's lots of
your
studies.
Your personal thing about studies. No, it's something with the gun that is not, like, they can't actually ever fully get it clean. So it's just piercing a bunch of people, and then you're more susceptible to infections.
Hold on. So are you going to pierce your ears at home?
No.
Then how are you going to avoid the piercing?
You go to an actual, like, tattoo and piercing parlor, and they do it with some other kind of needle that they poke through. So it's a longer process. It's more painful, but it's better for you.
Oh, my God. They're going to take a needle and just shove it through your ear?
Well, I hope not quite like that, but yeah, kind of.
Well, my daughter got her ears pierced.
Oh, yeah?
At a place that uses the gun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's alive.
I'm not saying you're not going to be alive. All my other piercings, the first one, I was 4. It was going to be for my 5th birthday, and I got it done at a mall, and it was fine. But then my other ones, I've always got done at a Walmart. In fact, the last one, the Walmart worker hit me.
Why? Were you crying hysterically? She's like, get a hold of yourself. No. It's just a piercing.
It was for my 3rd, and it was this old woman. She was like probably like 70, 80 years old. So I was worried
you
too.
You shouldn't.
I was worried that she wouldn't be able to line it up equally.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I kept looking, and I was like, I don't know. Anyway, so then when she did it, the way she did it, she like pulled up my ear too, and I cursed. I was like, oh shit, or something like that. She smacked me in the leg.
For cursing?
Yes.
I'm going to be honest with you, Becca. Why would you allow an 80-year-old woman to give you an ear piercing?
Because she was the only one working the counter.
But don't you think that's like, I'll come back? You know?
I really wanted it done that day. I hesitated for like 2 seconds, and then I was like, oh, it should be fine. I mean, she's obviously qualified. She's back
She's
here.
obviously qualified. She's wearing a Walmart name tag.
And then I was like, do you guys get like training for this? And they don't really.
No, it's like whoever's available.
Yeah.
Like she was.
It's really just like a hole puncher for your ears.
She was stocking
like,
the bean aisle moments ago. And then they're like, we need an ear piercing. She's like, that's my day.
Would you ever want to just give it a go on somebody one time?
What,
to see what it'd be like? Yeah.
No.
Oh, never?
I can tell you probably have a little like 50 Shades in you, don't you? Yeah, you got a little bit of 50 Shades.
He does not just pierce people's ears in that movie?
What? No. I'd say like get pain. Yeah, little 50
Are you a 50
Shades.
Shades fan? Have you seen those movies?
I never saw the whole movie. I just know what it's about.
Oh, and it's about pain?
No, it's about just like other stuff.
I was really wondering where you were going to go with that.
I don't know where to go with that. I'm sure everyone knows where it goes. So
No, I'm not into pain. I was just like, I feel like it would be an interesting experience.
Gotcha.
Yeah, in fact, I've looked up, you can buy them on Amazon. I've thought about just getting myself a piercing gun
Yeah, just do them yourself.
Well, I don't think I could inflict it on myself.
Why?
Because I'm a wimp when it comes to that stuff.
I'll tell you what. You buy the gun, I'll do it for you.
Oh, you would?
I'll do it.
You would give me a cartilage piercing?
Whatever you want.
You actually would. You wouldn't chicken out.
I wouldn't. It's not hurting me.
Yeah, but you would have to make sure that you did it, right?
Yeah, sure.
You would do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, I'll buy the gun.
We'll do it on the podcast.
Okay. Give me a cartilage piercing. I
Sure.
feel like you're going to back out.
No, I won't back out. It won't
I'm
bother
going to
me.
buy one.
Do it.
Okay. Okay.
This is like winning a quiz show. I get to give you a ear pierce. It's like pain, finally.
That sounds very 50 Shades of You.
Well, it's just, you hit me in the back of the head.
You accepted my apology. When you accept an apology, you move on. You can never bring it up again.
That's not true.
That is true.
Look, it's
You forgive and forget.
No. It's
forgive and forget.
No, it's forgive, don't forget.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Why would you live like that?
Because it's like once bitten, twice shy kind of thing.
I don't understand that saying.
Like something
Bite
happens
me
to
once, bite me
No.
twice, I'm shy.
No, like it happens once, and then from that point on, you start to be a little bit more careful about things.
Say the saying again.
Once bitten, twice shy.
That's a stupid fucking saying. I'm
No.
so done with these
It's a
stupid
great
sayings
saying.
of you. No. Once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah.
First of all, it's like, why say lot words when few words do trick, you know?
What?
Just feel like there are filler words in there that should have been said.
All right.
Whatever.
let's
I don't
move
want to
on.
argue about this. I have a new segment, too, that I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
These are my hot takes. So I'll call them hot or not. So I'm going to go through all these things. You say if you agree with me or if you think my hot take is ridiculous.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? Number 1, people that ride bikes without handlebars, like they're without holding them. What are they trying to prove? Just ride a unicycle then.
So what am I supposed to say?
Do you agree with me or not?
What age are they?
I don't care.
Well, when I was like 13, 12, 13, 14, I used to ride my bicycle without using my hands.
What were you trying to prove?
That I could do it.
So get a unicycle.
And then I would like strum an air guitar. I'd be like, yeah, look at me.
Are you kidding me?
No.
You just did this in the
I was
neighborhood?
pretty cool.
They're like, there's David again.
And when you
strumming
go down
away.
a hill real fast and you can move your bike without having to use your hands. Yeah, it's
Oh, that's actually kind of dangerous.
well if
What
you
are
know
you, a daredevil?
if you know what you're doing, it's not dangerous.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't need to use my hands. I was like, this is easy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Were you listening to music when you were doing the air guitar, or were you just because if you
No,
were just
I was thinking of something in my head.
it's a little bit of an ick, David.
Well, when I rode my bike past everyone in the neighborhood, they were just like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. They were really impressed. I'm
So
sure
you
all
don't think that's cool?
No.
Fine.
Okay, guacamole is just salsa. It's avocado salsa.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. That's like saying everything's a salsa then.
No, it's not. What? Name another salsa then.
Pasta.
That's not what? No, you're not dipping chips in that.
No, like pasta sauce.
That's not salsa, David.
Why
You're
not?
Because you're not dipping chips in
It's
it.
tomato salsa.
You're not dipping chips in it.
You don't have to dip chips in guacamole.
Yeah, but people do.
So?
That is
People dip chips in cheese. Is that now a salsa?
No, it's a dip.
Wait, is it guacamole that a dip?
No.
It's not a salsa.
Because guacamole also has tomatoes and stuff.
No,
so it's
not
literally an avocado salsa.
Not all guacamole has tomatoes. I don't even know many guacamoles that even have tomatoes. Usually
What are you
it's
talking about?
guacamole and like some onion, maybe a little cilantro.
And tomatoes.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't think so.
Fine. You
I'm
don't
gonna
agree
look
with
up.
that.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, ravioli is just eating soggy, wet Pop-Tarts.
No, wait, ravioli's eating soggy, wet Pop-Tarts.
They're like that's what
No.
that's what they kind of like look like and stuff. It's
Well,
really
okay.
like it's like a soggy, wet meat and cheese filled.
Have you
Pop-Tart.
tested this theory?
No, but I'm like that's what I think of when I see ravioli. I'm just like, oh,
Oh, I
it's
don't.
like
I think of it like
Pop-Tarts.
a pasta shell.
Oh, that's what you think ravioli.
Yeah,
So you're like, oh,
the actual thing.
sure, okay. What are you better than me? Hugs are overrated.
No, you know where I'm on hugs.
I
Hugs is top of the list.
I don't get that. I also think shaking hands, we should just do away with that when we greet people. Why, when we greet people, are we just grasping each other?
It's just
And
a
I
sign of.
truly never know. I feel like
You can learn a lot from a handshake.
that is true. I do agree with you on that. I hate when men especially give me a wimpy handshake. I literally hate that.
You hate what?
When men give me a wimpy handshake.
Oh, when they. What about
When it's
like
like
the
a
cup,
fish, like-
the cup, the hand cup? Like,
Yeah.
Like you're gonna do this and I go like this.
Yeah.
You don't like that?
No,
Why?
because it just doesn't feel right.
Well, it's like when
You know
it's
what's
a woman.
a strong?
You
You know
try
what's
to.
a strong one? When you do this and you grab the elbow. You do like shake.
That's
elbow
like
grab.
a. What's the word I'm looking for? Like an embrace almost.
Kind of.
So hold on, let me see your hand. Put your hand out like you're gonna
No,
give me a shake.
my hands are warm. So it's not. You're not gonna get it accurate.
Never mind. I don't want to touch their hands.
Give me a handshake.
No, we're good.
Give me a handshake.
No.
Shake my hand.
You don't shake with left.
Shake my hand.
I'm not shaking your left hand.
Shake my hand.
I don't know if I want to. All right. I'm going to give you 2 handshakes. You tell me which one is the better one.
Okay.
If I walked up to you and I said, nice to meet you,
Okay.
or if I walk up to you and I said, nice to meet you.
Ah! Don't ever do
Why are
that
your
again.
hands so sweaty?
Because I have a hot coffee.
Yeah, that's it. Jesus.
This room is hot today. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's so hot.
Your hand was clammy.
Look, I just flicked
You did
sweat
not.
all over the monitor screen.
You did
Look,
not.
look at it. It's all over it. You all can't see it, but it's there.
You're still lying. Okay, whatever.
All right,
I can't believe you like the hand cup.
When it comes to women, for some reason, a softer handshake. It doesn't have to be a cup.
No, but like
softer handshake.
okay, a man is
I'm not going to walk over to a woman.
A man is cupping your hand.
What? No. No, that doesn't happen.
Okay. Cooking for one person is harder than cooking for multiple people. Maybe it's just because I grew up in a large family, but I feel like I have a harder time when I'm cooking, even just for two.
Just because you have extra food, you mean?
Yeah, like I can't.
Or is it...
It's like my ratios are always weird.
Yeah.
I just truly don't know how.
I mean, I could see that unless you do the frozen dinner approach.
Yeah. Being a morning person is better than being a night owl. The older I get, the more I feel about this.
Well, I used to be a night owl. I used to stay up till like 2, 3, 4 in the morning sometimes.
Holy shit, David.
With my friends, and then I would go home and I'd go to sleep and I'd wake up at like noon and then start my day.
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, slowly I've become more of a morning person. And I will say it's nice, but sometimes you kind of want to stay up and you can't anymore.
I know.
It's like you're just so freaking tired.
Yeah. My cutoff is like 10 p.m.
I don't remember the last New Year's I celebrated.
Oh, you serious?
No, I mean, I'm awake, but I'm like barely awake.
What's the point of even being
I'm
awake
like,
then?
when does midnight get here?
What is this hour?
Yeah. I'm like, is it worth it? I mean, can't we just go to sleep and say Happy New Year tomorrow?
Night showers are better than morning showers.
No. No way.
Morning showers. 1,000%. I don't want to lay in bed with the grime of the day.
Morning showers are the best because you get up. Every morning I take a shower and I get up and I basically sit there for 45 minutes and I just wake up, but it is definitely necessary. It is much better.
Yeah, but you go to bed dirty every night.
A night shower is okay if like you're just like wired and you need to calm down, but morning showers.
Do you just literally go in the shower only when you need to wake up or calm down? That's the two feelings you described.
I don't need to do it to get clean because I take a shower every day. So I'm always clean.
I know, but don't you feel better being clean right before you get in bed?
No. Plus, then you're wet.
Well, dry off. Is that like right this second?
That's a lot of work.
Well, I think you're wrong about that. Hershey Kisses are not good. I prefer the bar. I think they taste totally different.
They taste the same.
They taste totally different.
Move on. They taste exactly the same.
Whatever. Your 20s are not the best of years of your life. 30s are way better because 30s are kind of like 20s, but you have more money.
I agree.
Yeah.
30s are the best. It's the best years because not only your 20s, you start off, you don't really, like you said, you don't have a lot.
Yeah.
And even if you're just graduating from college, you really don't have a lot. So you're finally getting that first job, but you don't really start making money until your 30s for the most part. I mean, I know there's going to be some people out there that do. And then when you're in your 30s, that's when you really start to like grow and you can do things. And when you're in your 20s, yes, you're young and you're having fun when you can, but you have more money in your pocket,
Yeah. See? So you agree with me.
I agree with you on that.
People can change if they actually want to.
No.
I think that they can. But you have to make that personal choice.
No, I think
that you can't change another person, but I think people are capable of change.
I think people can learn to tolerate, but they never change.
Really? I don't agree with you there. Ferris wheels are just like being in a human washing machine. Like it feels like that's the equivalent.
It would be true if they hosed you down while you're on it. I would agree if they hosed you down.
Reading a book is way better always than experiencing it in a movie. Like reading a book and experiencing it in your mind is better than watching it on a movie.
I think for book readers that's true, but I'm not a book reader, so I'm more of a movie guy.
Okay. Pizza rolls do not have a good crust to filling ratio.
I agree.
Oh, salsa is better than queso.
Man, that's tough.
It's not tough.
I mean,
There's one
Qdoba
right
makes a really good queso.
Do they?
I'm going to have to go with, I don't know, salsas can be really good. I'll go with salsa.
Now, is it regular salsa or guacamole salsa?
No, like restaurant, like Mexican restaurant salsa sometimes is really, really good.
Canned soda, this is back when I used to drink soda. I don't drink it anymore, but canned soda, I always thought tasted better than when you pour it out of a 2-liter.
I kind of agree with that, but I will say sometimes can leave like an aluminum flavor on other things, but not on soda for some reason.
I don't know why, but I always enjoyed that more. I think that dentists say flossing is more important than it actually is.
I kind of wonder that myself.
I feel like it's just an agenda they're pushing on us. I understand that, yeah, you do need to floss sometimes, but it's like this twice a day thing and stuff. First of all, I have a full-time job,
I heard the markup on the floss at the dentist office sell you, like, it's like 7,000%, okay? No, I don't think it's an agenda.
Ice cream cones are better than ice cream sundaes.
Ice cream cones are better than ice cream sundaes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, you agree with that?
How many more of these?
Just a few. Generic brands are always better except for marshmallows because they're too sticky. But I always think a generic brand just tastes either the
No,
same
I
or
disagree.
better.
I need the name brand usually.
Oh, whoa. Big spender over there. Hockey is the greatest sport, followed closely by trapeze artists.
No. No.
I think
hockey
that is really
is
hard.
not hockey should get more viewership than it does, but
Thank you, I
it's
agree.
not the best sport.
Okay, here's my last one. Bear claws are better than donuts.
Ah, man. Are we talking any donut? No, donuts
Yeah.
are better.
No way. Bear claws are way better than donuts.
No.
Okay, fine.
All right.
I'm actually surprised with how many we agreed on, bestie.
It was like 4.
No,
How
there's
many were on
probably-
that list? 100? I feel like that took forever.
It did not. I think there were like
We have like
16
no
things.
time to talk about the movie now.
That's not true. We'll roll it out. So we're going to be reviewing this movie called Maybe I Do, another Emma Roberts movie.
Oh, yes.
And I'm sure Dave had notes.
And you want to do a little shout out, you said, right?
Yeah, special shout out to our listener, Katie, for suggesting this movie. Thanks for doing that. If you want to suggest more, send them our way.
Yeah. Thanks, Katie. I'll never get those hours back. This movie should be called Maybe I Shouldn't.
How long were you working on that? I can't believe I laughed at that line.
So anyway, go ahead. Talk about the movie.
Okay, so Maybe I Do. It's actually based on a play. And I feel like, maybe this is a hot take
Oh,
too.
it's based on a play.
If I watched it as a play, I think maybe I would have enjoyed it more.
Yeah, you would have got a lot more sleep.
I think it would have been better in that stage kind of setting.
No.
And I would have accepted the story
nothing
more.
Makes it better.
I think you're wrong. But it follows. It starts, the very first scene is a movie theater. And what's his name? William H. Macy. He's in there seeing a movie. Diane Keaton's seeing a movie. And he is crying. He's visibly upset.
They're flip-flopping back and forth, though, between that and Richard Gere.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's following these, like, two couples. Yeah. So Diane Keaton meets William H. Macy, and she goes up, and they kind of start talking or whatever, and she's like, are you here by yourself? He says yes. Then they decide to watch the movie together. Then it cuts over to this other couple that you think is actually a couple. They're in this hotel room. It's Richard Gere, Susan Sarandon, and she's trying to get it on with him, and he's like, I'm not feeling it. Well, it turns out they're not together. He said, I need to go home to my wife.
Right.
And then it goes to the Diane Keaton's character again, and they're kind of talking, and they're both talking about how they're in a marriage, but they're very lonely. So they're trying to decide if they're going to spend the night together.
Yeah, and that's how it starts.
That's how it starts.
And it also starts with Emma Roberts and her boyfriend, and they're at a friend's wedding, and Emma Roberts wants to catch the bouquet, so she's next to be married, even though it doesn't mean you have to be next to be married. But
what?
That's the way she wants to approach it. And the boyfriend doesn't feel like he wants to marry her yet.
Yeah.
So he dives.
Has some commitment stuff.
So he dives and catches the bouquet. She gets
in front of
pissed
everybody.
off.
Well, yeah, it's embarrassing.
And that's kind of like the beginning of the movie.
Yes.
It's flipping around all around to those three areas.
Rocky relationships.
For the first 30 minutes. Okay? For the first 30 minutes.
Staring down the camera.
It's dialogue in a hotel room with Richard and Susan Sarandon.
Yep.
And dialogue with William H. Macy crying and Diane Keaton feeling weird, I guess. And then some dialogue at a wedding, the friend's wedding and that's the first 30 minutes.
Why do you keep saying every movie is people talking? There's dialogue. Why?
Because I felt like the whole first 30 minutes was backstory.
Like it was just kind of like set up.
They were just setting up. And then after the first 30 minutes, there was the next 30 minutes, which was more backstory. I kept waiting for when the movie was going to start. Because the next 30 minutes is Richard going home to his wife, Diane Keaton.
Yeah.
William H. Macy going home to his wife. And then the kids going home because they broke up because the guy caught the bouquet, didn't want to marry her right away.
Yeah.
And Emma Roberts' character, all she does in the entire movie is be extremely pushy about getting married to her boyfriend.
Well, because they've been together for years.
Putting on so much pressure. about getting married.
Years,
Instead of letting
David.
him decide, she's pressuring him and saying, well, you don't get this anymore, and we're not going to do this anymore, and we're not going to do that until you marry me. And it's like...
Well, it's kind of like piss or get off the pot. Like, if you don't see this happening for us. Because he was just kind of like, I don't want anything to change. And he basically
said, we're happy right now. Why do we have to get married?
Yeah, because I don't think it's outrageous to want that commitment from somebody. If
There's nothing wrong
with
with wanting that commitment, but there's something wrong with pressuring and pressuring and pressuring, because at some point you have to say to yourself, did he really want to get married to you, or did he just choose to get married to you?
I know that is true. If you like give an ultimatum in that kind of regard, and it's like, marry me or I'm leaving,
right?
And then they're like, fine, I'll marry you. I would always feel like,
did he really want to get married to you?
Did you want to marry me?
And then is he going to end up like William H. Macy, where he married the wrong person, and the only thing he got good out of it was his son. Right, because that's the only thing that William H. Macy's character said was good. Or is he going to end up like Richard Gere?
Yeah, Richard Gere. Which he hadn't been in the movie in forever, so there were so many stars in this movie.
Old
like
stars.
Big names.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it turns out, so the big plot twist is those couples that either spent a night together or almost spent a night together are married to each other. And then Emma Roberts' character and Alan are the kids.
I would rather watch William H. Macy cry in the theater for 2 hours than watch the rest of that movie. It's true. That was more entertaining than the rest of the movie, was him just crying.
I do believe that some of it it felt a little slow. And that's why I think that as a play, because they adapted it into a movie, which sometimes I just feel like doesn't work. You should just leave a play and vice versa. You know?
I don't know.
And the thing that bothered me too with Diane Keaton's character and William H. Macy that night is that big bucket of chicken they just kept carrying around.
Oh, in the beginning?
Yeah, it was with them forever.
It was supposed to be a little comedy in there.
It wasn't
There
funny.
was no comedy. There was no comedy. There was only like 2 times William H. Macy's character, maybe 3 times, he said something, and it was humorous.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
he was the funniest
There
character.
was nothing else that was funny in the entire movie. None of the other characters had anything funny. I honestly missed Inside. I did. I was like, I think I'd rather be watching Inside right now. I was so bored. I was so bored.
And then when it ended, I felt like it kind of ended abruptly-ish, and it just was done. And Deb and I were looking at each other like, wait, okay, that's it?
Yeah, well, and then there was that scene when Richard, he breaks it off with Susan character because he wants to suddenly be a good husband.
Yeah.
He goes to this restaurant, and he's sitting there having coffee, and he sees this couple, and the girl's eating like a sundae or something, and she gets ice cream smeared along the side of her face.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, her boyfriend, he like licks it off of her.
Yeah, and they start making out.
And then they start making out. And all I could think of was like, she's so fucking messy. Like, that wasn't like a little bit of ice cream on the side of her face. She like missed. How do you miss your mouth with a spoon of ice cream?
Maybe she knew that it would be irresistible to that guy.
Yeah, because he's a big vanilla fan.
You never made out while you're eating ice cream? You're missing out.
No, and that was gross as hell. Like, who wants to start French kissing someone who has like a mouthful of vanilla in their mouth?
Yeah, not me.
It's like, let's share that.
Not me.
That's gross. It's so gross.
It's not gross.
There was nothing romantic about that.
It's like in The Notebook when they're eating the ice cream and then she gets it on his face and then they like kiss and stuff and it's okay.
Does she lick his face to clean it?
He licks hers.
That is so in the Notebook.
Yeah.
That is so gross.
It's not.
That is so gross. It's like,
no, because first of all, it's like you get 2 treats.
It's like, oh, you got a little chewed on chicken.
Ew. You don't do it with like food like that.
Why?
With like cream.
Why does it matter?
It'd be like whipped cream or like ice cream.
No.
It's like a fun element, David.
Oh, you got some beans.
You got a little schmutz.
I mean, seriously, if I was
you got a hunk of lasagna.
If I was
on
out
your
on a
chin.
date and the girl in front of me was like, "Oops," I would like, clean your fucking face. You look ridiculous.
You wouldn't even do like the reach over and then like wipe it off.
I would say, you got something right here, and we won't be seeing each other anymore. You clearly can't.
I can't
use
believe
a spoon.
you don't think that the ice cream thing is romantic.
No, there was nothing romantic. It was gross as hell, and I wanted to throw up my mouth. I mean, it was so gross. First off, the French kissing was like over the top stupid. Like, no one kisses like that. unless they're like just learning. Like they just they're like
that's true.
like
That's
it was
true.
like over the top French
That's
kissing.
true.
But the way he licked it off her face, I was like, and the amount of ice cream on her face, like that was a big that was a big miss. That's not like a little bit right here.
I
That's
that
like
that really stuck
smeared
with
on
you.
her cheek.
That really stuck with you.
It did. I thought that was gross. 50, like I said, 52 minutes in the movies when it starts. That's when they decide that Emma gets the boyfriend to bring her parents over.
Yes,
and
because the
meet.
parents have never met before.
Right.
And so obviously the parents have met the kids a bunch of times or whatever, but they've never all met. So the big climax of the movie is they all come in and they're like, oh shit, I've, been with you and all that stuff.
Right. So then all of a sudden Richard's character sees Susan. Susan, of course, she's pissed because he broke up with her.
Right.
William H. Macy, he runs out the door.
Okay, that was funny when he's hiding behind the
he
poles.
hides behind the pole.
And even at the house when he says something and they're like, where are you? And he was behind that big plant at the table.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, because when he saw, what's her face?
Yeah.
Diane Keaton.
Yeah.
Is that?
Well, no, it was at their house. It was the next morning. It was just the son, Susan. And they were talking, and then he was in the kitchen too, but they didn't know. And he said a comment,
right.
and
He
they
said,
were
"I'm
like,
waiting
hello?
for food."
Oh yeah, and then he takes over.
Right. There was,
That
like I
was
said,
fun.
his character.
He was the best.
He was the best character, and
Yeah.
like when he said, "Dad, aren't you happy?" and he said, "I'm as happy as I'm gonna be," and that's the trapped that he was. He was trapped.
He was.
And he made terrible decisions in terms of picking out his wife. I guess he was very unhappy. Very unhappy.
Yeah.
But
and that's where I think their son Alan had some reservations about getting married. He was just like, he saw his parents' marriage, and
Right.
he had a hard time with that, which I mean I get.
right. But yet Emma Roberts, all she did in the entire movie was just pressure her boyfriend into marriage. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
I don't think she was trying to pressure.
Oh my God, it's all it was.
I think she was just kind of like, this is where I would see it though. You don't see us getting there.
It was just pressure. It was just all I did was I felt bad for his character the whole time. Anyway, you would think, hey, 52 minutes in the movie, this is about to get good. The two sides are going to meet. There's going to be some awkward exchanges. This is going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything. It was just dialogue again.
Yeah.
Dialogue.
There wasn't any
Nothing
like big
funny.
like, wait, what? What? Even when it was found out, there wasn't any kind of
Right. It was just nothing. The only thing was maybe William H. Macy's moment when he runs out the door kind of thing. But otherwise, like, it was just boring. And then, like, when they started to fight, like, they were like, do you want to fight or something?
Yeah, Richard
That
Gere
was
and
just
William
a
H. Macy.
waste of time and stupid.
No, but they had one funny part. I like when
No.
he asked Richard Gere, "Are you in love with my wife?" And Richard Gere was like, "No," and then he goes, "Damn it."
Right. I know, but I mean, it wasn't
funny.
I didn't think that was funny. And the whole fighting sequence, like they're acting like they're gonna fight, and then they
Yeah.
hug. It was just
the
dumb.
hug.
It
Yeah,
was just so dumb.
it was a little.
It was a total waste of time. Yeah, this movie, and Katie,
So were you?
if you like this movie, I apologize,
So
but this movie is worse than The Inside.
it is not worse than Inside. There's no freaking way. First of all,
It
you
is.
gave Inside a 1.
Yeah, this if we could go lower than a 1, I would give this.
You're
less than a
kidding.
1.
Oh,
Go
and
watch
then
this
I mean,
movie.
in the end of it too, everyone kind of stays together, like everybody. William H. Macy doesn't divorce.
Yeah, nothing changes.
You know, and the
They
one
get married. I
The
guess.
one like super awkward part too is at the wedding. Yeah, Emma Roberts' character and Alan, they get married. But Diane Keaton and Richard Gere, do you see that part where he got the frosting off the cake and then kind
He
of wiped it on
purposely
her?
wanted it to happen.
Yeah, but it was like the most awkward kiss ever. Like it was uncomfortable to watch.
I don't like watching old people kiss. I'm sorry.
Neither do I.
Yeah,
That's why there's one Nicholas Sparks movie which actually has Richard Gere in it, Nights in Rodanthe. I refuse to watch it.
Was he old in that one?
Yes.
Oh,
And the lady is too.
yeah.
There's something about I in real life I would love if old people fall in love, but I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I don't want to see it.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Are we terrible people?
It's like reverse porn. if you wanna make people not have sex with each other,
Just
show old people kissing.
so old people getting it
Yeah,
on.
it's just total turn off.
So what do you rate this movie as a 1?
I have to. I have no other choice. If it's 1 to 10, it's a 1.
I think that it was a 3 for me. And again, I do think that this would be better as a stage play. I do. I think it would be much better.
I don't think you can make it any better.
No.
It's as worse as it's as worse as it can get, and it's as good as it can get. It's just a bad movie. And once again, Emma Roberts, fire your agent. It's not you're a bad actress.
I
just
want you
pick
to
bad
meet
movies.
Emma Roberts in person so badly.
I would say, like,
Look at the camera like you're talking to Emma Roberts right now.
Okay, what do you want me to say?
Whatever you would say to her.
Emma, I'm sorry that you made it in Hollywood and all you can get is shitty roles. And one day, maybe, you'll get a good role and be able to actually get a higher grade on a movie than a 2.
Will you ever watch another Emma
Or 3.
Roberts movie again? Like, will you ever give her another chance?
No, I think we're done. And it's not because of Emma. It's because every movie she's in is bad. So, like, there's no good movie with her in it. There's our next movie is going to be Cocaine Bear. Mm-hmm. But isn't there a movie called, like, Outlaws that you pointed out?
Yeah, on Netflix.
That comes out, like, mid-July or something?
No, it came out on Friday.
Oh,
today.
Does that have Emma Roberts in it?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good.
What were you gonna say? No to it then?
No, I was gonna say that will be the last one if it's bad. But
I'm excited about Outlaws because it has Pierce Brosnan, the guy who plays Bumper from Pitch Perfect, and then Nina Dobrev, who was in Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, we'll see how it is. But
he's going into it with
it's
an open
Netflix,
mind.
so Netflix original.
Where can we watch? It is a Netflix original. Where can we watch Cocaine Bear?
Oh, shoot, it's either Peacock or Paramount, I think.
Okay.
Or maybe it's HBO Max or Apple TV.
It's on one of the streaming services. Look it up yourself.
Yeah, but that's gonna be the next one.
So give it a watch before we ruin it for you.
Yeah, let me see. It's looks like Peacock. I think it's on Peacock. Yeah.
All right, it's on Peacock.
So Cocaine Bear, and that was suggested by my wife.
Shout out to Holly.
I heard it's really bad. So hopefully it's bad, but like good, like entertaining, but like bad.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Because
is Holly going to watch it with you?
I don't know. I think so.
Maybe you guys can get a tub of ice cream and have a fun time too.
Yeah, just smear all over her. She's like, "What are you doing? I want to make out."
Please go home and just wipe some on your face and be like, "What's this do for you?"
She would just be like, "Clean that shit up."
You guys are a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have been listening to You're Making This Difficult. I'm Beck.
I'm Dave.
David, say that a little better. I'm Beck.
Dave.
God, tune in next week.
This is Dave.
And this is Beck.
From the Dave and Beck Show.
Beck and Dave.
You're Making This Difficult.
Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode. Make sure that you don't miss a beat and follow us on all social medias.
Yes, please. That's Instagram, Twitter,
YouTube.
The YouTube.
You don't have to say the, Dave.
And
subscribe.
please subscribe. Yes. I was going to say that. That was my line. But thanks. Thanks for chipping in a little there, Becca.
God, you make this difficult. Subscribe.